Weight loss without strategy is just controlled collapse. Real transformation only starts when you stop chasing smaller and start building stronger. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to The Leader's Realm, the podcast where we challenge the average, crush your excuses, and build optimized humans from the inside out. I'm your host, Tony Cammarata. Here in the realm, we're reminded every day that greatness isn't accidental. It's built brick by brick, choice by choice. And today, we're about to make one of those choices that separates the casual from the committed. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for a wake-up call. If not, it may be time to hit the pause button on your device. We're living in a time, guys, where obesity has just become a plague in this country. It's no longer about what we look like or the dad bod syndrome that society is pushing or even the body positive movement, but it's getting real. It's all about optimizing our health. See, obesity is destroying our health and it's slowly killing us. A little bit at a time. The sad part is that we're always looking for the next great diet fad, right? The quick fix. But unfortunately, the weight loss that accompanies that, it's not healthy. And the second you're off the diet, what happens? Boom, your weight comes back, but man, it comes back with a vengeance. You lose 10 and gain 15. The problem with all of this is that we're so focused on dieting and weight loss, but we're not focused on the one thing that matters, and that's actual transformation. Weight loss clinics and doctors across the country, they are cashing in. Why? Let's face it, we're looking for the quick fix. And today, that quick fix is all about the GLP-1, the shot, the magic shot. Well, if you're on a GLP-1 medication like semaglutide or tirzepatide, you know someone who is, or maybe you're just curious because you've seen all the hype, you've heard all the hype. Then listen up. This part matters. And it matters a lot more than people are talking about. Guys, if you're not prioritizing high protein intake while on this journey, you're not just missing a major detail. You're quietly sabotaging your own progress. You're wasting your time and money. There, I said it. You're wasting your time and your money. And I don't mean in some dramatic overnight explosion, but in a slow, silent way that creeps in behind the scenes. The kind that robs you of your muscle, wrecks your metabolism, and leaves you with a body that may weigh less on the scale, but is weaker, slower, and far from optimized. And guys, we don't do weaker here. So let me be clear. This episode isn't about dieting. It's not about quick fixes. It's not about fads or some surface level nutrition talk. This is about real transformation strategy. It's about understanding the science, making empowered choices, and protecting the muscle and the metabolic fire that makes everything else in your body work better. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly why protein intake is a non-negotiable if you're using a GLP-1 medication. We'll dive into what happens when you don't get enough, how to correct it, and the simple shifts that you can make right now to safeguard your strength, your stamina, and your long-term results. Because let's be honest, it's easy to get caught up in all of the scale wins. Hey, I lost 2 pounds. I lost 4 pounds. We're not here for skinny and weak. We're here for strong, capable, resilient, and fully optimized. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start leading your body through this process like a high-performance machine, you're in the right place. So grab that protein shake, sit back, and let the transformation begin. Guys, I just want to get one thing straight right out of the gate. These meds, they work. I'm not here today to bash GLP-1s. I've seen the results firsthand in clients, friends, and real people who were struggling with their weight for years. And I'm talking people dropping 20, 30, 50 plus pounds. Lives are being transformed and changed. Confidence is coming back. And for some, it's the first time in a long time that they actually feel like they're in control of their eating. So no, it's not about demonizing GLP-1s. So relax. But it's about telling the whole truth. There's so much that they're not telling us. Because here's the reality that too many people are ignoring, or maybe they just don't know it. Just because you lose weight doesn't automatically mean you're healthy. So weight loss does not automatically mean health gain. Because not all weight loss is created equal. There's a massive difference between losing fat and losing muscle. And if you don't understand that difference, you might be celebrating a number on the scale while quietly wrecking the very system that your body depends on to thrive. So here's something you may not know. When you lose too much muscle, your metabolism slows down to a crawl. Your strength and endurance start to disappear. Your posture begins to change. Your bones weaken. Your hormones, especially testosterone and growth hormone, get knocked completely out of balance. Your energy takes a dive. You feel older than you should. And you don't bounce back like you used to. So yeah, the scale might be down. You might be wearing smaller clothes. But if you're losing muscle in the process, you're trading power for a number. And that's a losing game. So let's talk about why this happens on GLP-1s. These meds are designed to reduce our appetite. That's their job. That's how they work. They slow your digestion system to help you feel full faster. It makes you less interested in food overall. But here's the problem. They don't come with instructions that say only cut the junk. They don't whisper in your ear, hey, skip those cookies, but make sure you still get your protein. They just shut it all down across the board. And that means you're not just eating less sugar or fewer snacks, you're eating less of everything, including the very protein that your body needs to preserve lean muscle mass. So if you're not aware, if you're not strategic, you could be on your way to looking smaller, but feeling much weaker, flabbier even, and more drained than ever. And listen, as always, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm just going to lay it on the line to you. So you're not just losing weight. You could be losing the muscle that makes your body strong, efficient, energized, and resilient. And that's not transformation. That's a slow erosion. But the good news today, guys, it's 100% preventable with just a simple little fixes. And I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. So let's start by talking about muscle. Because if you don't understand the role of muscle, you're going to make decisions that quietly undermine everything you're working for. Too many people are focused in chasing weight loss without realizing that the real goal should be fat loss while preserving muscle. There's a huge difference. Because muscle isn't optional. It's not just for bodybuilders either, or athletes or fitness fanatics. It's the foundation. It's our armor. It's the engine, the power center. Muscle is metabolically active. It means it burns calories even while you sleep. Not just during your workouts, not just when you're moving around, all the time. The more lean muscle mass you have, the more efficient your body becomes at burning fat, stabilizes your hormones, and keeping you energized. So in breaking it down, muscle does the following. It keeps your metabolism high so that you can burn more calories all day, not just in the gym. It protects our joints, acts like shock absorbers, so to speak, which in turn reduces our injury risk. It improves insulin sensitivity. It helps us regulate blood sugar and prevents crashes. Increases mobility and function, so you move better. And here's a really cool part. You age slower, which means in the end we could stay more independent. It boosts our energy, shapes our physique, that lean, tight look everyone wants. That's muscle, guys. It's not endless cardio. You want to look lean, build muscle. You want to stay mobile in your 50s, 60s, 70s, beyond? That's muscle. You want to recover faster, bounce back from stress, stay off the injury list? That's muscle. And here's the kicker. GLP-1s strip muscle like it's nothing if you're not actively protecting it. Let me say that again. If you're not intentional about protein intake and resistance training, GLP-1 medications will chew through your muscle like a paper shredder. Yes, you'll lose weight, but you're also going to lose momentum, strength, your edge. You'll lose the very thing that keeps your body functional, the very thing that keeps you fierce and fired up. And I know that's not what you signed up for. At least I don't think so. You didn't start this journey to become smaller and weaker, did you? You started this to become better, sharper, more alive, more confidence, feeling great about yourself. That's the standard. And it starts with muscle, guys. So the best way that I can break this down is you need more protein. But how much do we really need? The only thing that's going to get you going, general advice is not going to get you the results you want. Strategy is the only thing that will get you the results. If you're on a GLP-1 medication and you're serious, I mean really serious about losing fat while preserving your hard-earned lean muscle, here's the target. You ready? 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of goal body weight. Not your current weight, not somewhere in the ballpark. What is your goal weight? And multiply that by 0.8 to 1 gram. So breaking that down, if your goal is 170 pounds, you should be aiming for a minimum of 135 to 170 grams of protein per day, every single day. Now, I know what most of you are thinking because I hear this all the time. You heard that and you said, well, that's insane. There's no way I can eat that much, especially when I'm not even hungry most of the time. And you know what? I hear you. I get it. But this is where the discipline comes in. You see, the GLP-1s, they're designed to lower the appetite, and that's literally their job. But see, this is where the leaders separate from the followers. Because the key isn't waiting around for your appetite to give you permission to eat protein. It's the strategy that's going to trump the hunger. You don't wait to feel like it. You plan for it. You prioritize it like it's your medicine. Because when you're on a medication that suppresses hunger across the board, protein stops being just a macronutrient. It becomes your insurance policy. You have to make protein the foundation, the non-negotiable, and then you build the rest of your nutrition around it. Not the other way around. So here's how the average person does it. Eats whatever they feel like. Then they realize, oh crap, I forgot about my protein. Then they toss in a protein shake at night, and they think that's balance. But here's how someone that's optimized does it. They start with protein at every single meal. They plan their day around hitting their target. Supplements intentionally when the real food falls short. Tracks what matters because what gets tracked gets done. Look, we're not aiming for perfection, but we are definitely aiming for precision. And if you want to keep your muscle, fuel your metabolism, and stay strong throughout the journey, hitting that protein goal is not an option. It's the rule. Let's talk about timing of it all. You can hit your daily protein target and still fall short if your timing is off. Most people completely miss this. And here's the rule of thumb. And I want you to write this down, memorize it, make it a ritual. The second you wake up in the morning, get 30 to 40 grams of protein into your body within the first 60 minutes. This is the jumpstart window. It's a powerful shift in how your body functions for the rest of the day, guys. When you feed your body quality protein first thing in the morning, you're sending a clear signal. I'm in control today. I'm not skipping any meals. And I'm definitely not going to starve. And I'm not going to react. You're telling your metabolism, wake up, get to work, and do it now. Here's what this one habit does. It primes our metabolism so that we can burn more throughout the day. Whether you're on a GLP-1 or not, it will stabilize our blood sugar. It means fewer crashes, fewer mood swings. It improves energy and focus because your brain runs better on fuel, not fumes. From there, your goal is to spread your protein intake out evenly across the 3 to 4 meals throughout the day. Evenly. Not all at once. Don't skip breakfast, skimp on lunch, and then try to shovel down 100 grams of protein at dinner like it's going to catch up or something. Your body's not going to work that way. You need to be proactive in how you fuel, not reactive. And I get it. You know, I've heard a lot of stories and done enough research on it. The GLP-1s, the appetite can be low. Energy might fluctuate. Some meals might feel like a chore. That's where the strategy comes in. You need tools. Stop making excuses. So I want to give you some high efficiency, low barrier protein strategies to keep in your arsenal. Keep on hand whey protein isolate. Have a quick shake. It's clean. It's quick. It's 30 grams of protein in one go. No guesswork. If you want to, just mix it in with some Greek yogurt in the morning, or just take the yogurt and, forgetting the whey isolate and just put a scoop of collagen peptides. Right? Easy on the gut. Pack with protein. I mean, that's 30 to 40 grams of protein right there between the yogurt and the collagen peptides. Eggs, throw some egg whites in there. Quick to cook. Really easy on the stomach to digest, versatile. You can add spinach, avocado. You put all that together, you got a powerhouse of a plate in front of you. Lean ground meat. I've always got lean ground meat just sitting in my fridge. Simmer it in some bone broth. It gives me protein, collagen, and hydration all in one shot. Easy to chew, easy to digest. I can make crazy bowls out of it. Protein bars, just in case. But be careful. Don't get fooled by the flashy labels. Some of these so-called healthy protein bars, if you sit and you actually read these labels, they blow you away. They're packed with sugar. You get 30 grams of protein, but you got 72 grams of sugar, it seems like. And there's so much other garbage in there. So be really careful. Pick something that's good. Remember, guys, it's not about eating more. It's about eating better. It's about eating smarter. It's about reframing our relationship with food. And that's, when I'm coaching clients, that's our number one goal. How do we reframe our relationship with food? For me, in my journey, in my past, I had to learn that food was all about comfort for me. I'd get stressed, I'd eat anything that was in front of me. Or I would wait and not eat, and then all of a sudden I'd be starving and I would just tear through the refrigerator like there was no tomorrow. I had to learn, for me, and it's different for all of us, and that's where coaching comes in. I had to learn that I'm not eating for pleasure. I'm eating for sustenance, and I'm eating to become healthier and to become stronger and to become more resilient. Now, I've been able to create some amazing recipes, and I don't skip a beat. When I eat well. So it's becoming more of a pleasure, and it's a challenge too, because I get to create different recipes, but I have my standby stuff. And if you guys want to talk and chat, shoot me a message, and I'd be more than happy to share some of the ideas and some of the things that I do. But again, guys, when you're on a GLP-1, your margin for error is so much smaller because you don't have the room. You don't have room to just hope that your nutrition balances out. You have got to be surgical, strategic, consistent, and laser focused. This is how you win. This is how you win the right kind of weight loss. The kind that keeps you strong and energized and lean, not just lighter. So I want to zoom out for a second because this isn't about what you eat or when you eat it. This is about the bigger picture, the real goal. And the real goal isn't just the weight loss. The real goal is body recomposition and transformation. That means losing fat while preserving or even building lean muscle mass. I've been fortunate on my journey where I've learned a lot of this stuff on my own. And through a lot of trial and error. And that's why it's taken me almost 4 years now. It's 3.5 going on to 4 years to lose close to 100 pounds. But the lean muscle mass has been tremendous. And the strength that I've built and the endurance it's been life-changing for me. It's been life-changing. And I know it can be that way for you too. See, I had to come to the realization that at the time when I started this journey, I was 55. And I thought, okay, well, it took me 55 years to get here. I'm not going to achieve my goal in 6 months or a year or 3 months or 2 weeks. And that's what I kept doing. See, I was just trying to lose weight. I wasn't focused on what was really important, and that was that lean muscle mass. And until I was able to make that mind shift and I learned that this is the proper way to lose weight, and I wasn't focused on what the scale said to me every week, that's when things started to happen. And it's taken time. It's taken time. And do I get frustrated? Heck yeah, I get frustrated. You know, the scale goes the other way by a couple of pounds, and I go into freak out mode. But then I have to look at where I was. And it's okay to fluctuate because now I've developed the habits over these past few years to where, all right, it's a piece of cake. I could burn that right off again. Not a big deal. Without compromising my strength and my muscle mass. See, it's smarter. It's a smarter, more strategic approach. It's what separates quick fixes from sustainable success. It's a marathon, guys. See, because anybody can lose weight. And there are all kinds of things on the market that can give you that quick fix to say, oh, look at me, I lost 10 pounds. You could starve yourself. You could cut carbs, skip meals. You know, I have a client that, I fast all day long and I just eat one meal every evening. Well, that one meal was a tremendous meal. And yet still had that belly fat and bloatedness and was not happy with where he was going. And he just tweaked a few things in his diet and started spreading out his protein throughout the day, increased his protein, started eating leaner, started eating healthier. He's not on a GLP-1, and yet he's hitting the goal that he wanted to hit. I've got other clients that are on GLP-1s that are doing fantastic because they're following the protocol. They are changing their lifestyle. It's not just about the quick fix. Oh, I went to the doctor because I hit a stall and they increased my dosage. It's not about that. It's about reframing your relationship with food, changing your lifestyle so that you can get off of these meds. You know, when you do these other things, the scale's definitely going to drop. But what else are you losing in the meantime? If it's muscle, if it's your metabolic engine, if it's your strength and vitality, that's not a win. That's just wearing a smaller version of burnout. Now, I'm all for using a GLP-1 to jumpstart your journey. I've seen it. I support it if you use it with intention. If you use it as a reset, use it to recalibrate your relationship with food like I've been talking about. I always say change your lifestyle and you will change your life. Use it to create space between you and emotional eating. That was my thing. Emotional eating. Use it as a tool, not a crutch. The sad truth is that most won't. Why? We want that instant gratification. If the weight loss slows, instead of evaluating what you're eating, it's like I said, up the dose. Up the dose. It's only going to work long-term if you build the right habits around it. That means high-quality protein intake, consistent resistance training, hydration. You've got to hydrate more than you've ever hydrated before. And most of all, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that says, I'm not here to just get smaller. I'm here to get better, stronger. If you treat the journey like a shortcut, your results will definitely be short-lived. It's 100% predictable. But if you treat it like a season of optimization, where you align your habits, fuel your body, and rebuild your identity, that's the game changer. Look, the world's not telling you this because there's no profit in us eating right. There's no billion-dollar ads or building, built around discipline. That stuff's not sexy. It's not trending on TikTok. But I'm telling you, because I care about real transformation. Not just the before and after photos. Not just the scale wins. Not just the new pant size. I care about your strength, your energy, your resilience, your legacy. So guys, don't get sucked into the noise. Play the long game. Build a body, build a mindset, one that lasts. It's your body, nobody else's. Who cares what they think? And look, if you're already on a GLP-1 or thinking about starting, here's my advice. Don't just wing it. This isn't the time to guess your way through. Because again, it's your body, your future, your energy, your performance. And there's way too much at stake to just sit back and hope for the best. What you need is guidance. You need structure. You need accountability. Because listen, this isn't about medication. This is about what you do while you're on it. It's about the muscle that you protect, the energy that you preserve, and the life that you build on the other side of this process. I spend most of my time coaching people through this process. Mainly, I work with men over 40 who feel stuck in their bodies and lost in their minds. High performers, ones who don't have the hours to waste or energy to burn. And together we're able to rebuild strength, focus, and purpose. And I can tell you with 100% confidence, this works when you work it the right way. When you combine the science of a GLP-1 with strategy, intention, and consistency, you don't just lose weight, you transform. But when you try to do it alone, when you don't track your intake, when you don't prioritize your protein, when you don't strength train, and you don't get accountability, that's when the wheels start to fall off. So if you're serious about this, and you're not here for a shortcut, but you're here and you're ready to optimize this season and come out stronger on the other side, don't guess. Let's build it together. Let's build it together. Because I just want to bring you home with this. If you've been listening and leaning in and thinking, man, I wish I knew this sooner. That's the point. So now you know. So let's get locked in. GLP-1s are powerful tools, but they're just that, a tool. They're a tool that requires a skill. Just because they work doesn't mean you don't need a game plan. Appetite suppression, guys, equals lower food, which equals lower protein, which equals a higher risk of muscle loss. It's a straight line. Don't get caught off guard. Muscle is the key. It's the key to your metabolism, your energy, your posture, your power, and your performance. It's what keeps the weight off and the fire lit. It's a non-negotiable. You've got to aim for that 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of your goal body weight. No exceptions, no excuses. You've got to jumpstart every single morning, jumpstart that metabolism with 30 to 40 grams of protein within the first 60 minutes of waking up. You're not sure how to do that? Reach out to me. That one habit is going to change everything, I promise. Use high quality digestible sources. Your whey isolate shakes, your eggs, egg whites, lean meats, Greek yogurt, bone broth. Be intentional, be efficient. But most important, guys, don't chase weight loss. Build a body that keeps it off. Build strength, build sustainability, build something that lasts. Because it's not about temporary change. Or for some of you, maybe it is. I don't know. What it should be, though, is about long-term transformation. And if you're ready to stop guessing and start doing it right, you already know where to find me. Hop over to my website, tonyc.coach. Take a look around. Schedule a call with me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of your goals. And guys, I would love to walk alongside you. But if I'm not a fit for you, it's okay. Just find someone who is. Someone who can help you identify why you got where you are and what it's going to take for you to transform forever. Not for the week or for the month or for the big party you're getting ready for. Or now, summertime's coming. Beach weekends. So just reach out, guys. Love to help you out. Until next time, this is Tony Cammarata. And remember this, guys. Stay fast, stay fluid, and stay flexible. Be the absolute best that you can be, because your best is yet to come.